Hey Falcon, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. Good to have you here. Only YouTube. Oh, on YouTube this time. Well, you're Falcons, right? You're Falcons. How you doing, man? Good to see you here, man. First on Twitch, yes. You're not first, but on Twitch. Yeah. How you doing, Rift Lizard? Hope you're doing well. What made you switch from Twitch to YouTube, folks? Hey, Thalos, how you doing? Hey, Hendrik. Hello, Yamir. Welcome to the chat. Hello, Kotown. Hello, Pinda. Hello, Enforcer. Hello, Barum. Hello, Mauv. Are you doing VOD today? I want one for my friend. Sure. Yeah. Is your friend here in the chat? Hey, Asif, how you doing? Hey, Lenny, I'm not gonna be playing today at all. I've been feeling really sick today. I've had a really bad stomach ache, and my cough is getting worse by the day. But I still felt a little bit better, so I decided to pull up the stream. I was kind of mostly resting for the day. He's with me right now. Oh, are you just trying to get another VOD of you? Be honest, are you just trying to get another VOD of you? Because you wanted to get two. Be honest. Be honest. Have big exam tomorrow? What is it about? What's up, Ninja? I'm on the match. Is it me? Alright, Mal. Yeah, sure. Go ahead in just a second. We just gotta wait for everybody to show up. Just had a W leg day. Sick. Hello, Tzemach. Hope you're doing well, bro. Looks like streaming everyday challenge continues. I almost didn't stream today. I felt really bad today. You know, like my stomach was killing me, bro. Like really bad. Hey, Bowman, how you doing, man? I'm now question choosing a math degree. Oh man, must be pretty rough. Do you think to switch to kick? Well, unless things get really bad here, maybe. But it depends on how bad things get really bad here. I think that Twitch is gonna they're gonna have a change soon. They have too much pressure now from you know, because Twitch's poster boy is calling for terrorism and killing people. I like the new Tracer video. Thanks, man. Hey, OG91, how you doing, man? You ever doing a ranked GM again? Yes. The Tracer videos on the second channel, by the way. If you saw the message, but my YouTube notification pops up before my Twitch notification when you go live. Yeah, I saw the message. I saw kick streamers doing shit a ton of money. I think it pays better, but it has less people, you know? It has less reach. Like less people on the platform, you know? Hey Awkward, it's me, the Diamond 2 newbie again. Do you have any idea how I've literally got the worst players in my lobby every time? Like, I only get even newer players than myself who play significantly worse than myself. The simple answer to that is that you don't. It doesn't happen every game, and it doesn't happen even half the games. Outside of telling you the way, the truth, I don't know how to respond to that. The KSA match was good to see. Yeah, I think I played pretty well. Is money or viewers more important? Well, it's a good question. It's a good question because viewers equals money, but I mean, viewers usually equals money, but it doesn't mean that viewers necessarily equal money, right? Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I would rather have 200 viewers 200 viewers that are in Rank Up Academy, right? Then 1,000 viewers that are not. It literally does. All right. So I got no advice for you, man. It's just your teammates, and the reason why you're losing is only because of your teammates. There's nothing you can change about yourself. Yeah, that's it. Hello, Sophia. I mean, the 25 damage perk is kind of like, it's not that great. It doesn't really kill anyone. Like, okay, this guy is here. It barely does anything. Viewers more potential for money, but you have to capitalize on it. That's true, but you have to understand most viewers will not buy something from you, which is your way to make money. I've ranked up quite a lot of support. It feels like so weird because I always feel like I shouldn't be higher in Masters. Hey man, if you consistently stay in Masters, there's no way around it. You're just stuck in Masters.
Hi. Hello.
How to get Facey 10 in CS? Like you would get... Okay, let me rephrase the question. In your opinion, how do you get to Grandmaster in Overwatch? When Twitch will ban H, what will happen to him? Like, can you see him going to Walmart and working a regular job? No, of course not. He's just gonna go to a different platform. And he doesn't need to work anymore. He has enough money to not work a day in his life.
Hello.
Why you stopped playing Rivals? Well, I couldn't really... I played it a few days ago, and I tried a new hero, and I was like, oh man, that hero kind of sucks. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I've enjoyed Overwatch a little bit more now. What's up, the grid? Rivals seem kind of boring. I mean, it's just a phase, you know? Sometimes I get really bored out of Overwatch. And then I'll play some Rivals, and then I'll get bored out of Rivals, and then I'll go play Counter-Strike, and then I'll go play something, you know? Do aim train now. I mean, I shoot bots. Would you call that aim training?
You will not find the answer you seek. After you. Hello.
No, it's not that I have anything inherently wrong like with Rivals. You have to understand that one of the most tiring questions that I get is like, what do you think is better, Rivals or Overwatch? Like, aren't you tired from that subjective question, you know? It's such a subjective question. Like, if somebody loves to play Rivals and I tell him, hey, Overwatch is better, like, what is he all of a sudden? Oh, okay, let me play Overwatch then. Did you try Battlefield 6? Yes, and I really enjoyed Battlefield 6. Yes. Yes, I have. Do you think there's merit in making the wrong place for your team to not build? A lot of my teammates in Gen 3 ask for very wrong calls, but I find that doing it they don't throw sometimes works better. No. You shouldn't play bad because your teammates think it's the right thing. That's not how you rank up. For how long are you playing PC games? Well, I'm 28 and I've been playing since maybe 5 years old. Yeah, a lot of time. Over close to 2.5 decades. Any tips to how to fight ideal sense? There's no ideal sense. There's a sense that you're used to that is okay. That is like, you know, it's not too fast or not too slow. If you're an 800 DPI, it will be between 4 and 6. That's my recommendation. Hey, what's up, Cuber?
Yo.
Hey, Callum, how you doing, man? Good to see you here.
Kamaitachi.
Can't escape me? I'm not trying to escape you, Callum. We just had a debate. It's like I have no... Okay, it's not that I dislike you or anything like that. Do you VOD review on stream sometimes? I used to do the VOD reviews on free, but now they're for 5 gifted. I actually did them for 6, but it was uncomfortable for some people because it's more annoying to pay 6 than 5. So now it's 5 gifted for a VOD review. You know? And the reason why it's under a paywall is very straightforward. Number one, the vast majority of people who tend to pay for stuff are actually more serious about it. Number two, well, makes me some kind of money. Number three, if you're subscribed, you're more likely to show up to the stream, so it helps build audience. So for me, it's a win-win-win situation. And for you, you basically get paid for a VOD review for a very, very relatively cheap price point. Will Ranked Up Academy help me significantly, even if my mechanics are lagging? I recently climbed from Plat 3 to Diamond 3, and I'm worried that Ranked Up Academy won't help much since mechanics are lacking. First of all, congratulations on your climb, dude. Second of all, Ranked Up Academy helps people like yourself, I mean, a lot, because we teach you to understand that it's not your mechanics that are lacking, but rather not as good decision making. So the problem isn't in mechanics, but rather decision making. Can I give the 5 subs now? In a 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we'll start. Hello, Audakuaduwawawa. Why? Awkward, I've been much more engaged with Overwatch lately. Tons more streams, more videos uploaded. What's new? More hours committed recently? Why less more rivals? I answered that question not too long ago. Like about 2 minutes ago. I don't enjoy playing rivals as much at this point. You know, it comes in phases. And why am I more focused in Overwatch? Because honestly, it just gets more views and it gets me paid more. That's pretty much what it is. Like I would rather focus on what pays me more and what I'm I'm really good at teaching rivals, but the amount of people who come for coaching on rivals is a little bit lower than what it would be on Overwatch. Hello, Ken Matsumi. How you doing? Hey, Crupson. Bring back the chat. I thought it was on. Oh, it's on. Okay, 1 second. Let me fix that. I have to open up this program for the chat. You only play competitive games, or do you like some different ones? No, I mostly play competitive games. When I say mostly, I actually play only competitive games, actually, rather, should I say. Surely you made more money on Rivals when it was at peak? Yeah, but at the beginning, sure, there was an influx of people who were joining. The problem is that most of the people who play the beginning of Rivals don't play Rivals anymore.
Hello.
Will we be playing any games today? Well, mostly gonna be focusing on VOD reviews and some talking. I've been feeling not very good, if I'm being honest. And usually when I'm sick, I don't play well. They could retain the player base because the game is just not completely rewarding. There are many factors to why I think the game is dying. Yes, it's not competitively rewarding. I would be absolutely correct, but it's also not casually rewarding. there's not enough. Basically, the only role that is fun to play in Marvel Rivals is DPS, because DPS has unique, cool abilities that get kills, and and supports and tanks, or I wouldn't say heal bots, but their ults are all AoE heals. You know, like with Ana, you put nano boost and you follow up with damage, right? With Lucio, you beat and go into the back line. You know, in Marvel Rivals, you Luna ult and then kill your team for 10 seconds.
Hello. Hi. You're.
I can rank up to Master in support when I have 7k damage per 10, 9k heal per 10, and 6 death per min. What is the problem? It's that probably most of your damage is on the enemy tank rather than contributing to kills. How much does the typical player for Rank Up Academy in say rank up in 1-2 months? Also, do you do the coaching, or so have you hired coaches? No, they're a phenomenal coaching team in Rank Up Academy. Had all the coaches in Rank Up Academy are former students. They've been long-term members in Rank Up Academy. And the second thing is that I can't tell you exactly how much progress somebody makes, because that's very individual. But I would say in a month, it's not the average, but it would be at the very least one division is not. I don't know if division gold is gold to plat a division, or is it tier? No, it's division, right? Do the coaches pay for the membership? No. I'm Cruxma. Hello. Thank you for the 6 months. I really appreciate it, man. I could reach diamond after the only one VOD. Maybe I'm joining Rank Up Academy. Well, the question is, why not? Now, what is holding you back from joining? Since you already saw the value of just one VOD review, so what is why not? Fear, hey Visa. Do you have any advice to play in GM? Yes, the same advice that I would give you if you were to play in Masters. Do damage, get kills, don't die. Went from gold 2 to diamond 2 in 2 weeks. Thank you, Awkward. Happy to help, bro. That's incredible. Good stuff. Yo, Awkward, I just played a lot more than you usually and now reached GM5 support for the first time. Can you explain to me how top 500 works, like the ranking system? Because I see many GM5 in a top 500 list. So essentially, top 500 lists are the highest rated, 500 highest rated players in the region.
How foolish. Hello.
It's kind of hard, $75 per month. It's worth, but my minimum wage here is $10 a day. Okay, I understand. So it's purely a price thing. Okay, I get it.
Double kill.
Is there a notable difference when playing on a high hertz monitor than a low hertz monitor? Yeah, there is a noticeable difference. Hello from Brazil, here in South America. Lobbies over, it's not good at the moment. Are your lobbies many players? Yes, and you should just play on other servers, man.
Your reflexes are slow.
All right. All right, let's start with the VOD review. Malv, you're gonna be the first one for the day, yeah? Malv wants to be the first VOD review for the day. Again, I say 5 gifted either on YouTube or Twitch for a VOD review, 1 per person. By the way, guys, I just want to clarify something. This month is September on Twitch, which means that gifting subs costs less money. Is that correct? Are you on 144? No, I'm on 240. You have been ill for quite a while. Hope you're good. If me likes the taste of medicine. I don't like the taste of medicine. And yeah, I haven't been feeling great for the past couple of weeks, but it'll be okay. Hello, bro. I'm here from India. Welcome, man. Hey, Anton. How you doing, man? Balance and meta aside, on a pure fun enjoyment basis, what is your favorite DPS hero? Probably Tracer. Probably Tracer or Hanzo. Like Tracer and Hanzo. $5 for 5 gifted this month. That doesn't sound about right, man. $1 for gifted? That makes no sense. Cropson says, I'd gift, but I've already had my vote, Unk. You know, Cropson, you can be nice to another community member here and gift 5 subs for that guy. So, like, every 5 gifted, you vote review a random guy, not a random guy, the person who gifted the 5. What specs are you running? You can check it on my Twitch About Me section. I don't remember everything on top of my head. Okay, Mav, thank you for the 5 gifted. Code, hero, and rank. Is Reaper Soch Venture good for GM? Every hero besides Lifeweaver and Mercy is good for GM. I mean, Lifeweaver and Mercy could be good if you have a good duo. Bro, make a guide on how to play pro like you? What do you mean play pro like me? What does it mean? I don't play pro. I used to, but not anymore. Wait, 5 gifted would normally be $25 because it's $5 per sub, right? But now it's September, no? It should be less. It's like supposed to be 30% off, and 30% off means 15 less from 25, which means $10. Right? No mistaken. Freya, he's silver, but plays in diamond lobbies with me at a spare match. Okay. Very brave to bring a silver to diamond lobbies, but hey, you'll probably improve a lot from it. It used to be $6? Ah, yeah, they might have increased the price. Maybe on your phone. I think they increased the phone price, right? Alright, I'm assuming it's that guy, right? That's the Ethan Solos? Now. 75 a month, justify the number. What specifically makes your information worth more than what's free, permanent, and accessible anywhere? Break down the ROA and what measurable outcome of the cost. Okay. I didn't know I need to justify the price tag for you. I mean, you just don't have to buy it. Don't need to justify the price tag, bro. All right. I want to know what I'm spending my money on. Coaching for you to rank up. Pretty much what it is. All right. Oh, blue. Okay, this guy. Yeah. I'm watching. Okay, bad mechanics. Next VOD. Goodbye. Nah, just kidding. I like off the start. I like that he tried to do immediately damage right off the bat. Alright. Now, I have a very, very simple question. And the question is for everyone is in the chat. Why do you think Mr. El Porquito is missing his shots? He's too far away, correct? He's still a bad aim. Duh. You know? But yeah, too far away. The thing is about you have to understand that the game didn't want you to play from far away. Why? Because projectiles are significantly more difficult to hit from far away because it's a projectile and it travels. The more it has to travel, the more likely you are to miss because the enemies can move out of the way. And with hit scan, it's actually more straightforward. Is that you don't want to play far away with hit scan because there's damage fall off, which means you will deal less damage. And you will allow your damage to essentially be out healed. So instead of jumping here, it could have moved over here and do the same thing, and he would be much more likely to hit the shots. But notice how his entire team is sitting over here, yet he decides to stay all the way far back, even though there's virtually no threat because they're focusing on his team, right? So I said the angle is great. Actually, you know what he could have done? He could have walked over here straight up and just try to kill somebody. Worst case scenario, just dash out. So essentially, he did very, very low damage because he played very, very, very passive. Got a question. If I wanted to bother you, would a bad game for me or a good game or still lots better? Just an average game. Just an average game. Okay, I just want to clarify, like, what I want to point out something good that you do, that you just consistently try to spam damage. It's really good. You're applying pressure, you're shooting the right clicks every time you have it. Great. I love to see it. Really good. Okay, I like where you're going. I like where you're going here. I like where you're going here. Nice. Force Moira Fade. That's really good. Problem here is that you're shooting a full HP Orisa. When this guy can die, this guy has no fade, and this guy, I don't even know what he's doing. Just bad target priority, shooting a full HP Orisa most of the time is not a good option unless there's no other option. This is an average game. He says he has good damage but low kills, and it's true. He has low kills because most of the time he's shooting the tanks, and most of the time when he's trying to target not the tanks, he's sitting too far away. I mean, now he's at least pushing, but again, even when he's pushing, his team always pushes more than him. Notice that he's always the furthest guy back. Always the furthest guy back.
Fire! Everyone follow me.
Right now, instead of sitting here, kind of being AFK, could have moved a little bit further ahead to do some damage for the fight. Okay, here he can. Okay, very good. Good. The thing is, I push so much, but he isn't on the push. When you push, is a great time for him to push, because if everyone is looking at you, it means that everyone is going to be looking at you, which means the kill potential is a lot higher when they're all looking at you.
Fire at will. I'll keep this fire burning.
Again, look, you guys are all pushing forward. Your friend stays behind. Let's move on to another round here. Hello, Armani. Again, look. Entire team forward, he's staying back. And it's like, oh, why am I not getting kills? Because you're too far away to get killed. Instead of being here, could have just snuck up here, maybe get a sneaky, like you couldn't walk here, but if there was somebody else but Sigma, you could have snuck a pick here. Maybe if you go here, you would have, like, boom, you snuck a pick here. I know he wants to ask you something. I know Apply doesn't like, but when he saw an Apply guide, he said it's good to use ult once you have it, but trying to hit it with Freya. Well, yeah, you should use the ult when you have it. Teamfight begins, you should use your ult. It's a pretty good advice, yeah? You see, like, most of the damage is actually built up on a tank, and what this Junkrat did to your friend is exactly what he should be doing to people. He needs, when the team fight begins, he needs to sneak up on people when they don't pay attention, and they pay attention to other people, and try to assassinate them and just kill them really, really fast. Okay? The main issue with your friend is that while he has a good, like, I like that he's constantly trying to do damage. It's great. That's what he should do. The problem is that he is missing out. He's doing damage but not getting any kills for two reasons. Number one, he simply stays way too far away. You have to understand that Freya has two dashes. Two dashes means that you have two abilities to get you out of the situation. Actually, three, because you also have the updraft, right? So you have three abilities to get you out. So you can move somewhere, move to an aggressive angle, off angle like this, shoot, and if they turn around and chase you, you can just simply dash out of the way, right? And the second thing is not only he's playing way too far away and should be playing way closer to the enemies, but also he should be creating angles rather than sit in main. He needs to be creating angles. Why? Because that's the highest skill potential, and also it's less death potential, as it's less likely for you to die when enemies are not looking at you. That's pretty much it. I don't think your friend is gonna be silver for long. If he implements this advice, he actually, for silver, he actually plays pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I think that your friend can easily, like, I won't even exaggerate, hit plat even. From silver to plat for sure. Products are worth what people will pay, which means the only way to justify $75 is by proving people consistently pay it and receive measurable results. Well, if you're looking for testimonials, it's all over the website and in my Discord. Actually, the price is gonna go up soon regardless. It's funny that you mentioned this. Where are you from? I'm from Israel. I have a hard stock bronze 5. 5 gifted for a Rivalry. Let me help you get out of bronze 5, man. What's up, hermano? Can I do a VOD? 5 gifted, OG, for sure. Up to how much? Still not decided, but there's gonna be structural changes as well with how gonna be structured. Just gonna improve the service overall. Is there no other way to increase revenue? I mean, there are plenty of ways to increase revenue. Plenty of ways. You got Polish surname? You've been to Poland, man. Is that why they treated me nicely? Is that what you're saying? All right, OG with a 5 gifted. Familiar name. OG, you've been watching me for so long. You do 5 gifted, but you're not even using your Twitch Prime on me? Come on, man. Come on. Can you pay for one off VOD reviews? How much would it cost for a full game VOD? Well, the way I do the VOD is it's just like that. I show the fundamental mistakes and show you a bunch of examples and tell you exactly how to fix it. You can use a Prime account to buy a subscription? Oh, yeah, you get a free sub essentially. A Prime sub is a free sub. You don't pay anything as the guy who does it, and I get paid as a sub. Actually, it pays more than a sub. I don't know why, but it pays more than a regular sub. I use it on people who hide VODs behind paywall. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, send me a code, rank, and hero, man. GM4, Champ 3 lobby? Yeah, but what is your rank, OG? Are you GM4, GM3? Which one are you? GM4, okay. Sorry. Was my first game of the day, was rough at the start, but I mean, I just want to see what I can do better. Okay. What? Oh, I forgot the J at the beginning. There you go. Yeah, what hero? I was wondering. I'm out of bottom 500? Okay.
Ready for battle.
Dead weight.
Ready.
Yeah, high ranked game, that's true. High ranked game is in playing Ana. That's gonna be a massacre, bro. Best nurture, thank you for the prime and appreciate it. Okay. This is going to be like, because this is high level, I'm gonna focus on fundamental mistake, but I also want to point out a little like micro details because again, this is high elo. Listen, you here got healed and Suzu. As soon as you got healed and Suzu, you go back to the fight. But instead, you're chilling and chilling and chilling, and the entire time there's a fight brewing here. There's a fight brewing here, and because you got healed, it means that the Zarya didn't get healed. You should have already been in this position healing your Zarya after you got Suzu. You understand? You should have played a lot faster. You took damage, took cover, got healed, back to it. But here, look, like you're taking your time, you're chilling, you're waiting. No nade, no sleep, nothing. Super rush nade. Super rush, like, I wouldn't say it's a rush sleep, but it was super rush nade. You know, so you decided to push after you had a big disadvantage. Well, yes, Zarya overextended, but that's not an excuse to play passive. It's like, okay, my Zarya is overextending. How can I help there? It means that a lot of people are going to be focusing her. It means that a nade will do a lot for me here.
Come over here. Search for your wounds.
Again, okay, you're sitting here, you realize there's no damage, and the simple question is, where's the damage? Well, the answer is either here, which it's kind of dangerous, but here. Should have rotated over here, try to find anything. Sitting at the back main where you can't really do any sleeps, any nades, any damage, well, it's not a good position for you. No jumping. How did he decide to go main or left side? To be honest, well, it depends on where the enemies are standing. Like, for example, if the enemies are standing here, it would usually be better to go main. It's like based on where the enemies are standing most. Like, where can I find the value without dying?
Taking the objective. It's go time.
Like, right now, from what you're seeing, no value out of nade because the only nade that it threw was rushed. And the reason why you get no value out of nades, not because you necessarily rush them, you do, but because you're never in a position to throw them on the enemies because you're playing too passive. And the irony, especially in high elo, of playing too passive is that it gets you killed more often than not. Because you isolate yourself completely from the team and you just get caught by yourself. Like, at the very least, if you're close to your team, you have your teammates nearby that can do damage to the person that is jumping on you and help you. Do you think the perks and ability to do a build in the game should be all games, not just Stadium? No. No. Keep Stadium as it is and normal, like ranked normal as it is.
I need to reload.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Taking care of you.
Not so fast.
That I like to see. You see, for Suzu, that's good. Just you see, these 3 seconds of you shooting at the enemy Kiriko provided significantly more value than what you managed to get in 2 minutes. OG, are you noticing this? And Nate here. Oh, OG, that barely hit. That barely hit. And the question, OG, is how could you possibly miss a Rorog in this situation? What would be your answer to the question? Rushed it, exactly. You barely hit this guy. Barely. But let me ask you. Rorog is dead. Orisa is fortified. What should you do, OG, in that type of situation? Shoot them, exactly. Shoot the enemies, man. Your Orisa doesn't need healing. She's fine. And you also have Kitsune. Wait, you don't... Wait, don't have Kitsune, or you do? It's not your Kitsune, but is your Kiriko pop Kitsune? Am I imagining stuff? But like, all the healing. Hey, throw an 8 here around the corner or something. I would have go wider left, kept shooting. Could have done this for main. Yeah, wider left would be okay, but... Yeah, he's also fine. Here. Why hide here? Who is going to... Like, why are you sitting here instead of shooting the enemies here? Who is going to snipe you? Do they have like a Widowmaker that you're afraid of picking main? Do you think the Roro can hook you from here to there? Of course not. You should be shooting at these guys when they're trying to push from the choke to the point. You let the enemies walk in for free. You rush your sleep. You saw him wraith for like... Okay.
I've got you.
Hiding. No damage.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Super rushed, man. You get virtually no value out of your nade because you're playing so passive, and when you decide to actually throw a nade on the enemy, you're rushing it, and you just missed them. There's literally zero excuse for you to be missing any of these nades. funny that even when Rodok decides to show up in your face, you just destroy him in a 1v1. Yet for some reason, when he's over there, you see the irony of this. OG, when the Rodok is here, you're afraid to pick. When a Rodok is running at you, it's like, okay, let's go, and you end up winning. What's up, Derek? So there's your problem. You play too passive. You're not doing enough damage. You've been playing too passive and not doing enough damage. It means that you're not utilizing enough nades to create a big advantage for you and your team to get kills. Because not only you don't throw as many nades as you can because you play passive, but also every time you pick, you rush the nades because in your mind, oh my god, these are like GM1 player and they have 0.001 second reaction and they'll be able to kill you instantly when you pick, which could not be further from the truth. The first round, I was not really thinking. So you're saying that on this round, you start doing a whole lot more damage, you don't rush your nade? Is that what you're telling me, OJ? Am I gonna hold you onto your word? Was less cuffed? Well, what about that, Nate? You know? Aim Noxes. You guys didn't cap points? Cool. No hate.
Anyone want to join me? Come here to get healed.
I'm okay with that rotation.
Covering you.
Venture is dead. Enemies are playing super passive. What should you do? Walk over here, kill the Zarya, kill Diana. These guys are just behind cover. There's not much you can do against them. Super passive. No need to play that passive. And because you played that passive, look what ends up happening. The Zarya ends up just like, oh, there's no one applying pressure on me, therefore you can just walk forward and run down the enemy team. So, OG, in short, you're playing way too scared, man. I get it, these people are high elo, but so what? They're not invincible. You can destroy them. You can destroy these kids. Don't be afraid to pick the enemies, do damage, throw nades, So, in short, play way more aggressive than you do right now. More angling, even dare I say, more flanking, way more aggressive. You see an opportunity to walk forward, you walk forward. Second thing, based on with more aggression, it means you will throw significantly more nades and more sleeps. However, it's very important, slow down. Nothing bad will happen if you take the extra half a second to make sure you hit the nade. Trust me, taking the extra half second to hit the nade will get you way better results than throwing it and missing it. And number 3, just a small tip, stop jumping. But you don't jump that often, but sometimes you do. Okay. Okay, guys, 5 gifted for a VOD review. 5 gifted for a VOD review. As you can see, my whole career profile is red. Things are looking grim, but we'll get this. 5 VOD reviews, guys. 5 gifted for a VOD review. YouTube or is that on DPS? Yeah, yesterday was a rough day. Couldn't win anything. Literally. Pretty bad. Why don't you play support? Yeah, I need to do 4 wins. I'll play support. It's so close to champ, I didn't want to stop. Do you think I could get higher? Yes, you could get a lot higher. What are you talking about, man? That was the whole point of the VOD review, to show you exactly how you could get higher. No Kiri, I get flamed? Boo. Like, who cares about these guys, you know? Boo. Oh my god, no Kiri, they flame me? Oh, I don't... Yeah, don't give a shit about them. Watch one of your own games while wait for someone to gift? Nah. I doing gruff. Doing well. I'm not gonna be playing today, guys. I don't feel very well. What are your thoughts on cosmetic surgery? I actually have no problems with cosmetic surgery. But I hate when people say I do cosmetic surgery for me. No, you don't do it for you. You do it for other people, so they say, and oh my god, you look so pretty. Don't lie. Like, ladies, girls don't get boob jobs for themselves. Okay, let's not kid ourselves here, right? Reaper needs range to be more deadly? No, Reaper is supposed to be played close range, but that's why you have the TP ability. Doing fine, just got a promotion. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. What did you end up doing to get a promotion? What did they say? Oh my god, Gruff is the GOAT, so we promote him? Jorgen, thank you so much for the YouTube membership, man. Level 1, I appreciate it, man. Good to see you here. Hey, what's up, Play Jasper? How you doing? I was talking to some people earlier today and we're so against it for some reason when I argue that if someone is a 2 out of 10, there's nothing wrong with getting a surgery to become at least a 5. Well, I mean, so they say they're against plastic surgery because why? Awkward. In Rank Up Academy, the students will only focus on one hero or multiple heroes like 3 and 4. Our recommendation is 1 or 2 heroes. You can focus on 3 or 4. What I'm telling you is that it's not going to be the best use of your time in Rank Up Academy. That's all. Like, if you want to rank up, you should join Rank Up Academy. And ranking up means that you'll have to focus on 1, 2 heroes because that's the best way to rank up according to Rank Up Academy. So if you want to play 3 and 4, we're not going to put a gun against your head and say, hey, no, don't do that. I'm just going to tell you, hey, we are happily will accommodate 3 4 heroes, but it's going to slow down your progress. Someone posted on the main Overwatch sub on Reddit like 5 hours ago or something tilted when when did Awkward get so toxic? And it had 160 comments. Well, why am I toxic? Thanks, Jorgen, man. I appreciate the kind words, man. Hope you're doing well. I mean, some women lose a lot of weight and get a boob job because the skin always loose around the chest. It's not always for others. Yeah, but you want to make yourself look better so others tell you that you look good, which makes you feel good. That's pretty much the summary, like some of it. You should look through that Reddit and post on stream. Can you link the post on the Discord, Meatshot? I want to look at it. I wonder. What's up, Father? How you doing, man? Do you play comp so other people see how high your rank is? Yes, that's kind of the reason why ranking exists in the first place. So you can say, I have improved. Look at my rank; it's higher than yours. That's kind of like the point of ranking up. They see their rank is above other people, so they feel good about themselves. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hey, Okar, I'm new Tracer player on Keeper Math, but I feel like I died too much and don't do shit. You got any tips? Well, first of all, find the most common reason as to why you die. Okay, I'm reading the post. Let me see. I'm gonna show this right here in front of everybody. 1 second. One second. All right. Reddit. Let's see that there's nothing here on the screen that doxes me for some reason because selfie extinguisher prime. Okay, let's see the Overwatch public opinion here. All right, check this out, chat. There's everything there, right? Should be all right. All right, here we go. You guys see the screen, yeah? Okay. When did Awkward become so toxic? Overwatch subreddit 7 hours ago. That's gonna be good. I watched his ranked GM videos a year ago and he used to be really calm, chill, which I would think I am, by the way. I'm pretty calm and chill, yeah? Informative, that's true. And generally nice person. I also believe, yeah, I am those things. Thank you for noticing, Large Sausage 209. But now he's an absolute toxic piece of shit. Often says, don't blame your team, you're just shit. The reason you're stuck in bronze is your shit, not your team. But then he's constantly flaming his team when he loses. Well, yeah, I do say those things. Sure. But why is that making me toxic? Constantly flaming his team when he loses, that's not exactly true. Sometimes I'll flame my team, even not when I lose, when they play bad. But it's more like I'm more like frustrated. It's not that I like really flame them that much. You know, it happens. You know, I'm not sinless. It happens. I'll get frustrated with someone, get tilted. Yeah, that happens. Doesn't happen often though. Let's not lie. It's not true. Wait, you guys can see it actually? You guys should be like that. You can see it. Watching one of his videos, he was talking shit about people with depression. That never happened. He said things like people who have depression are losers. What? I've never literally I have never said people who have depression are losers. Never said that. The reason they have depression is they have no goals and they feel sorry for themselves. The reason I don't have depression is I have goals. What? When did I say that? I mean, he for sure can provide source on that, right? If it's just a video. Yeah, I mean, I said that depression is linked to lack of ambition, lack of being productive in society. Sure, yeah. Yeah, but I've never said that people with depression are losers. These words never came out of my mouth. It's crazy. He's unbearably toxic. Now, 500 upvotes. Don't get me wrong. The guy has a few solid ideas and decent advice at times, but his entire persona has always been toxic, elitist Chad, bro. I think that is just now because people have figured it out and he's getting less views. He's showing his true self more. Never seen a content creator quite so insecure. What the fuck is happening in the game? What the fuck is Rory doing, bro? Logging in and out. Bro. So, entire persona, toxic, chillistic chat, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what that means. What is that toxically? I could barely read that sentence. I believe Dutch people have figured it out, and now he's getting less views. He's showing his true self more. With that, I agree. I am showing my true self more, yeah. And usually, when you show your true self, it means that most of the time, especially at first, you're gonna lose a lot of audience that disagree with you. I mean, the idea is to be true to yourself to attract the audience that is like-minded for the most part, right? I mean, the thing, like, he's saying it like it's a bad thing. I actually think the other way around is a bad thing. I think that doing it the other way around is a grift. When you pretend to be someone that you're not to attract an audience, so they pay you money because they think that you're like them, even though you're clearly not like them, well, that is a scam. That is a grift. You can argue, you know? Never seen a content creator quite so insecure. With that, you know, a lot of people tell me that I'm insecure. I've never understood. I find myself to be very secure. You know, I don't think I'm insecure whatsoever, right? And that pretty much demonstrated literally everywhere and in whatever I do, right? So why, like, what is the argument for me being insecure? People say you're insecure, but like, why? Can somebody explain to me why? Is there anyone in here who maybe is on their side and can explain to me why I'm insecure? I've never understood the argument. Does insecure mean me being proud of my accomplishment and me saying awkward you're great because you did a good job because you actually have the credentials of doing cool, like, awesome things? I think it's pretty insecure when other people call themselves awesome and you find it offensive. As you say, damage, you know? Everyone here is on your side. You would be surprised, man. I have a lot of hate watchers. Okay, let's move on. He's always come off as some kind of Overwatch Andrew Tate to me. Cool, man. You're good at the game. Try being more dismissive about people do for fun. What do you mean, do for fun? What am I dismissing to people do? I mean, I think the fact that I make content around helping players rank up means that I am not like maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe like I'm trying to see like where it's coming from. But yeah, my content is not for quick play warriors. Don't get me wrong. You know. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Leo Ketty. We're gonna get into Rivalry in just a second after we look at this thread. Yeah, so my content is not for quick play warriors, but dismissive is quite a big word. I think that if you want to play quick play for fun, do your thing, man. But don't pretend like you care about improving. That's a different thing. Okay. That's quite literally his whole thing. Even years ago when he was promoting his weird lifestyle coaching subscription shit, when he would give people the whole Andrew Tate alpha main mindset shit, but for some reason it was all contextualized through Overwatch. Very strange angle. When did I ever promote lifestyle coaching subscription? The only thing I've ever had was fucking Overwatch coaching. What was the Overwatch coaching is lifestyle subscription? What? Lifestyle coaching? The fuck is that? And the thing is, like, it has 90 likes. This is a blatant lie. You know, this is a blatant lie, and it has 90 likes, which means there are 90 people who believe it. But no fact check, no nothing. I mean, I knew that Redditors are just retards. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not surprising to me in the slightest, but this is pretty funny, you know? That's so funny. Bro, you need to stop low-key feeding. If you don't like your job, just swap. You lose your ult charge, but then you can always build it back up. Counterpick your enemies in life. Never said that. Wait. Oh, that is getting good. Corestretti is asking the right question. Wait, excuse me? Is there an example? Because this sounds hilariously stupid. Like, does me playing Zenyatta make me an alpha male chat, or playing Mercy make me a weak beta male? Oh, we have somebody with critical thinking. This guy is asking, is there an example? Is there proof? Surely somebody in the comments is gonna post proof, right? In a couple of different videos I saw him post a couple years ago, he would go to mention several times that he did check out this training camp course and would go into vague detail about it. I'm sure you can easily find it if you see what I'm talking about. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm saying to learn Overwatch and your life. Never said that. I mean, I say that learning how, like, if you manage to learn how to learn, it's a skill that translates to your life. Yeah, learning things will translate to your life. Yeah, but it's not what I say that Rank Up Academy is for. But hey, no proof. He said, I remember. The one thing I remember is him talking about not pushing the card bot, as he talked about his more one video I watched. He didn't exactly say beta alpha, but it was the kind of the subtext. I found. Okay. So like, somebody asked the right question. Hey, can somebody send me an example and proof of that? And all the comments below are, trust me, bro, no proof. Funny. He has a bunch of shorts about Sigma mindset. I don't even know what that means. Hey, Fiddler, thank you for the 5 gifts. We'll move on in just a second, man. I don't even know what Sigma mindset is. And how about you'll never climb if you're unwilling to really bite and claw for it? I don't know, a bunch of stuff which makes sense because so much of his teaching boils down to always be What? So much of his teaching boils down to always be mechanically gifted and always be aggressive? Okay, the second part is good. Always be mechanically gifted is insane. You see, like, that's how you know these are like blatant lies. I've never, ever in my life, ever said, literally, I am, I am like super against all mechanics what matters. That's crazy. Okay, that he doesn't really call anyone beta for their specific hero pick, but like when someone just said as uncontroversial, don't really be mad about. You don't need to be mad about your rankings. You're pulling out JJK edits. What? 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 What changing? What the fuck is he talking about? What? That's crazy. Ignore your fucking team off angle. Be aggressive as hell. If someone is going to die because they're stupid, just let them die. Damage, damage, damage. This guy gets it. It's already 2 steps in. 2 steps in. Okay. Only push payload if you're the worst one on the team. Step 4, aim. Okay, he was right 3 out of 4. He was right 3 out of 4, bro. Seems like a very unfun way to look at Overwatch to me. And if everyone uses strategies, it will be monumentally destructive to morale and cohesion. It's really good advice if you're the only one, maybe one another, following it. So, when I follow my own advice to rank 1 consistently, and every single person that I coach ends up ranking up, somehow, it's bad. Very interesting. Okay, I'm not reading the fucking replies. Bro, Overwatch Andrew Tate is a perfect way to explain awkward. Thank you for that. He's quite literally Overwatch Andrew Tate. Also, all of his advice rolls around having godly aim. What? Bro! That he said it's not his aim. Well, it's not, but someone with worse aim would be... Dude, what the fuck is happening? Literally not a... I mean, the only sensible take here was the guy asking for proof and advice. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I would assume that with Awkward being on the internet and never deleted any of his past live stream in the past, whatever, like 8 years that he has been streaming, I would sure hope that somebody would come with 1 ounce of proof that I did the worst things that I've ever did. You know? Honestly, that feels like a lot of Overwatch streamers. They come off as these top tier players who are God's gift to the game, and if you don't agree, then you're wrong and stupid because they're the better player. The most recent example I think of in Marvel Rivals where supports were complaining about Dive, the top Overwatch rival streamer like Flats and okay, I don't give a fuck about that. We're talking about me now. We don't talk about J3 and Flats. I don't give a fuck about that guy. Talk about me. I am the center of the earth. Okay. Okay, there's... Dude's a Zionist sack of garbage. F awkward. All my homies hate awkward. Free Palestine. And the next one is just deleted. Alright. Guys, we're gonna get to the VOD review just shortly. I have to read this. Sorry, too entertaining. Nothing changed. You just grew up. Alright? Yeah, I'm new to this guy, and I've been watching some of the unranked GM vids, and he's made, and he both acts and plays like a cocky fuck. Yeah, that's a good way for you to rank up. If you'd like to rank up, you'll kind of have to play like a cocky fuck. That's just a part of how this works. Not to be rude, but why exactly you're wasting your time on these lies? Number 1, it's very entertaining. Number 2, it's very good to expose the lies. Well, it's very important for me to expose the lies because this is kind of like the general perception, which could be further from the truth. So now you know that every time some retard like that says anything bad about me, you know they're lying out of their ass. Years and years ago. It's beyond just toxicity. They're all fucking robots. Andrew Tate, robots. He's red pill bullshit. Friends with people who are homophobic and Nazis who have. Alright. Have you ever seen Awkward versus Question Tropic that was realized what kind of person he truly was? Oh yeah, somebody calling somebody overweight and unkempt when he is like that makes really truly makes me Hitler, I guess. For me, it was the Smurfing discussion on the Group Up podcast where he was telling plat players to get good when GMs were against them. Like, that's not what I said. I said that when you're a plat player and you happen to play against GM, utilize the opportunity to play against the best. That somebody gave you the opportunity to play against someone who's good, so you can learn from it. No, what's that? Whatever. He's a red pill dork. Yes, I am the dork. Prism Dawn, I am the dork. For the same for the same reason, a lot of young men like him end up the way they did. They hung out too much on the internet during the pandemic and got exposed to the likes of Andrew Tate and radicalized themselves, copying all their garbage and toxic take. It doesn't help that his whole shtick goes well with the crowd that is like him and allows him to make money. So when it's the other way around, so when you have somebody who is, you know, like, I don't want to say names, but plays into the whole LGBTQ agenda and does this whole performative activism that attracts people like himself to make money, that's for some reason not as wrong. So like when it's opinions that I agree with, it makes it morally right. However, when I disagree with the opinions and he does the same thing, oh, that is wrong. Very interesting take. Love to see the love to see the contradiction. But that's like typical Redditor. They're all, I mean, not all. I would say there's a few that are not. I would say like maybe 5-10%, maybe 5 to 10% of people Redditors are not retarded. I mean, I think 90% of them are. Typical sellout behavior. Yes, totally sellout behavior. The guy that refuses to take sponsors in behalf of his audience. Yes, very sellout. Not the people who shove literally every sponsorship that they can to make money on their audience. Very sellout. Yeah, true. Amazing. Honestly, getting hated by the Overwatch community, it's like winning a medal. Yeah, that's exactly how I see it. The fact that these people hate me means that I'm doing something right. I'll tell you that for a fact. Okay, let's not go over it. Like, this kid's getting pretty repetitive. 99% of Twitch streamers are all wearing a mask for camera. They're all mostly like garbage, pretending to be good. Oh, Baron. Nice. Okay. Find some downvoted comments. Let's check it out. All right. A lot of his statements are true, but just phrased really, really poorly. Like, you don't have to literally call your viewers losers and tell them they're shit. When did I call my viewers losers and tell them they're shit? That never happened. Fuck. All right. He sucks, but that rank advice doesn't. 100% of the time, you're the reason you are your rank. Oh, man, this guy. Okay. Goated. He's the Israeli settler. Yeah, I bet this guy is white and has no testosterone. Just saying. He's a toxic masculinist and neo-capitalist. That's literally just like a Reddit language. I don't know. Neo-capitalist? Why not just capitalist? Why neo? Fuck. Okay. Oh, wait, this guy has no likes. He's been like that. Okay. Oh, he's been like that for a long while. He had a debate with SVB that was pretty cringe among many other things. I stopped watching around the same time Bogart did complete his awesome Life Ever Ranked GM, and it was the first GM Life Ever, I believe. Back when the character was trash, Awkward showed up for out of nowhere and talked about how easy it would be for him to do it, but he wasn't going to. I just found it a bit pathetic. He talked all the way he could do it easily while everyone else would struggle, but acted like he wouldn't be bothered to actually do it because of how easy it would be boring. So, first of all, I didn't remember that happening. Number two is that this guy is sad that I said that I thought a challenge would be easy for me. Like, I don't know, like, why is that upsetting? Yeah, I can say I think a challenge could be easy work. I can say that. Okay. Why is that so upsetting? I don't know. Calling out shit plays in high rank of the game is completely different than low range. If he's being toxic to low players, that's a different story, but I haven't seen him doing that. All right. So does anyone know a good unranked GM for Zenyatta that isn't from this guy? No, because my unranked GM on Zenyatta is the best. What's going on here? I don't mean to be prejudiced, but the UN has confirmed that his country is currently committing genocide. Yes, because the UN is very, very objective. So if you're the type to have that happening in your country and still continue your game and streaming without any mention of it, I'm not surprised when you're an asshole. That being said, I still like Awkward's content, although it does come down to being aggressive and aim ridiculously well. Okay. What? Why is he downvoted for that? All right. Did I miss the rank advice section? No, we're gonna go back to the vote review. I apologize, guys, that it's taking a little bit longer. I just really have to see this. This I found it to be very, very funny. Okay. Okay, whatever. These are way too long to read. I don't give a fuck. He's right most of the time. It's usually you, not your team. If you're stuck in silver, it's you. Minus 15 down. 15 downvotes is crazy. 15 downvotes is crazy. For this sentence, 15 downvotes. Welcome to Reddit, guys. What? Wait, you know, I have to screenshot this. Sorry, guys, I apologize. Let's do it like this. Let me... When did Awkward become so toxic? Okay, I have to screenshot this. I have to post this. Give me 1 second. Where's the minus 15? We're gonna go into the water after this. We've had enough. We've had enough. Okay, here we go. I posted this on general. All right, let's go back to the water. Okay. Sorry, back on topic. Leo Katie, send me a code, send me a hero, and send me a rank, bro. Yeah, Awkward. In a rank up academy, is it more efficient to learn a flex DPS and hit scan, or double hit scan or projectile and hit scan? It all depends on really on your preferences. I'm not gonna tell you to play something you don't enjoy playing because I think it's better. Make a tweet? Yeah, I will in a second. All right. Kiriko, I'm Diamond 3. I was Masters 4. I hope I can hit GM. That's what I'm here for, man. Let me help you out. So, before we start, have you watched my Kiriko videos before? Are you aware of what the 4-step plan is, dude?
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
And going to the gym is bad. Okay, fatty. Don't say fatty, man. That's not okay. Yes, of course. Okay. So, so for those who are not aware of what a 4-step plan is, let me summarize this really, really quickly. The 4-step plan is basically a very, very simple way that I've created or coined to play Kiriko to the best way possible in order to carry your games and get the most amount of value out of Kiriko. Step 1, you engage the enemies, which means you go to damage. Number 2, you close distance because hitting shots from far away is much more difficult than hitting them up close. You do it from an off angle to minimize the risk of dying, and also if they don't look, it's less likely for you to die and more likely for you to get a kill. And number 4, when things go bad, you simply disengage. Why? Because you have a TP, it's very easy to disengage. And you do that on repeat. Flipped! Alright. Yeah, I don't know, dude, why I'm watching this VOD. Leo Katie, bro. Leo Katie, you're a loser, bro. Just get good aim. Bye-bye. Oh, no, I didn't mean to leave, bro.
Ready for battle.
Alright. First off, I like what you do. I like the fact that you are here. Wait, it started 20 seconds ago. What's going on here? Okay, I like that you're looking back at your team. I have a question. I like that you're here, Leo. The question is, why did it take you so long to pick and shoot the soldier? What were you so afraid of? He was shooting at your team, wasn't paying attention. You just like run straight ahead and try to kill him. Would have been fine. Hey guys, hey guys. I'll answer all the questions. Give me a little bit of time. So many questions coming in. I want to wait. He shoot my teammate, but he did. But notice how long it took you. Look, he's shooting, but like you pause. It takes you so long to start shooting. Never mind. My English is bad. Your English is perfectly fine, bro. I like this. Healing when people need healing. Love to see it. Okay. Now, question. What is the problem with here? What is the problem here? Can it really do anything from this distance? Yeah, you're too far. Should have just, you could have either run at the monkey and then TP out. You could have utilized your wall climb, maybe go here, try to kill the people that are shooting the gauge again, TP out. Here is a perfect opportunity for you. Boom, over here, might get a kill. Worst case scenario, TP out. You're already doing the first step plan. You're kind of shooting from far away. Okay. No, okay, nice, but you should have engaged them rather than let them engage you. Need to wall climb here. There we go. I like this, really good. No need to drop, you're absolutely fine. I like this. Like this. The problem with wall climbing is they kind of see you when you wall climb in front of them. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. So where does it all go to shit? Didn't really need to Suzu. But again, you're like sitting at the back and heal butting. You could have just dropped here, shot a bit, TP out. You're finding yourself sitting far away and shooting way too often at the moment. Here you heal. Let's go. Let's make a move. Let's make a move. Here, let's make a move. Let's make a move. Like here, drop down on this guy's head. Worst case, it like TP half a second after. You find yourself kind of okay. Here you go. You see, like when you're doing it, it's actually really good. Really good. Very, very random Kitsune. I didn't even see like the enemies were not really there. You didn't know where they are. Yes, there's an Orisa here, but you just saw two people here. So the Kitsune kind of pointless. At the very least, you should have TP'd. Oh, Orisa here. Maybe Kitsune in. Kitsune in here would be okay. Be good. But do you notice that when you go and do the 4-step plan, it actually works pretty good. The problem is that you don't do it consistently enough. Most of the time, you actually spend sitting at the back and shooting and healing. No need to Suzu whatsoever, but not gonna nitpick on that. Here, the Suzu was good. If you shot the soldier one time at any point in time, you would have died a lot earlier. Here, again, back to like kill botting and yeah. They're very far away. Do you see, Leo? Do you see that when you actually do the 4-step plan, close distance and create an off angle, very, very good. But most of the time, this is the position that you're holding. Really far away, shooting from far away, healing from far away. Do you notice? Hello? Leo? Where are you going? That's not gonna be enough, unfortunately. Again, instead of being here, here's your position. Bam, bam. This guy did for sure. See, Leo? Don't need to run back at all. You could have actually wall climb over here, fall down at the soldier, TP out. But, yeah. What rank? This is Diamond 3. And you see, like, I skip 5 seconds shooting from far away. Boom, over here. I mean, when they were here. Wall climb. Maybe you walk over here. Maybe you walk over here. I have more opportunity than you think. Way more, bro. Kitsune, pretty good. No reason to Suzu. You should have TP'd out, by the way. You should have TP'd out of the Orisa ult. Fighting an Orisa 1v1, then using Suzu on yourself is not doing you any favors, because your Roadhog need the Suzu right now. He's covered pretty well, though. I'll give you that. Here's the Rumble thing at 5. Give the mid. Again, shooting from far away instead of... Whoop! Here we go. These are your guys. They're dead. Okay, Leo. So, as you can see, you are doing the 4-step plan. The problem is that you're doing it very, very, very inconsistently. Very inconsistently. You actually do it not as often as you see. As you can see, there's plenty of opportunities for you to do it way more often. And in short, you just need to do it way more often. Every time your TP is back on cooldown, you go. Every time. Exception, the only exception to the rule is somebody else critical. Okay? Filler. Let's go, Filler. Code, rank, and hero, man. Do it. Dodge yet again. Wait, you're a clip leader, Ivanois? What does that mean? Filler Club, you with us, bro? Of course, Leo Katie. Happy to help, man. Most views on a clip on your channel? Which one is it? Code, High Masters, Hero, Pharah. Not really for me. So where did this code from, man? What, don't you want for me to review your VOD? He's been one clipping and shipping out of your contest clip. Are we doing that? Even noise?
Hello.
Okay, Filler. Really bad map for Pharah. Absolutely horrible. You shouldn't have played Pharah. Goodbye. Sarcasm. All right. Right off the bat, Filler, when you saw this, this means enemies here, means no one is contesting that position. I can just walk outside. Now you can say, but there's a Doom here. Yes, but you have support next to you, have a tank next to you. There's nothing to be afraid of. You should have created this angle. Why? Because this position allows you to create more pressure than sitting down the main choke. The worst place you can be is at the low choke when they're spamming that shot. Here we go. He left. This position is now for you. What you should do is play actually literally hard flank here. That's what you should do. Or even fly and utilize this as cover and start shooting them down. That's your position. Let's see what he did. Okay, I love to see. Not sure about the blast. You kind of blasted him away from your line of sight, so you can't really shoot them anymore. But this wasn't good. You helped them. I am not against this push. I like that you're capitalizing on the advantage, but you should have not done it for main because they're all looking main, and then you can die. That's the problem. You started off really well, but then okay. Too much people are shooting, too much downtime here. I mean, I don't hate it, but there was a little bit too much downtime there. That's why your Roadhog is dead. You should have applied way more pressure. I like the play, just too late. Nice shot, nice clutch. Like, you have to understand that if you had your Roadhog alive here, this fight would have not been lost ever. And the way for you to have your Roadhog alive would be to shoot the people that are shooting at the Roadhog.
Greetings. Repositioning.
You got it. Sure thing.
Yeah, nice punch, noob.
Group up here.
Can you, Filler, can you explain from your perspective, the purpose of your blast here? What do you want to use your blast for? And how do you think you're using them here? I'm used to having sights, so I do it out of habit. But even assuming that you have the sights perk, right? The sights perk essentially means that you will do more damage to the people that you shoot. But if you push them, like if you did the same blast, these people you will not be able to shoot them. Therefore, ads start playing. Okay, have to wait. X Pigeon, there's a queue behind it before you, man. There's like this review and then 2 before your review. You're third in queue, man. Filler, let me know when you're back, man. Guys, let's pause the queue for a little bit because there are 3 VOD reviews beforehand. Filler, you there? With us? The ads are over. What's the clip? What's the clip? All right, Filler, you with us? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Avenger gender fluid, all right. You're saying you're transphobic? Oh no, don't. VOD is being paused? No, he's just in ads, so I had to wait for a second until he's back from ads. And the second thing is that there's a queue, so there are like 3 more people. Thank you for the Prime, man. 2 months. Compute 86. Watch on YouTube as well. Good point. Good point, Jeremy. Gruff87, thank you for gifting a sub to Filler Club. You just helped him avoid. You gifted him a sub after the ads. Double the money. Gifted sub money and ads money. Gruff, you're the GOAT. Filler, you're there? You're with us? So what I was saying, that even if you had the perk that gives you vision behind walls, you want to shoot the enemies that you are using your blast on because it's extra damage. So when you use your blast here, you won't be able to shoot them regardless. So even saying I'm used to the perk is still not a good use of your blast. Your blast is used for 3 reasons. Number 1, push people in so you can do more damage and they die. Number 2, I'm in danger. Let me use it to run away. And number 3 is sometimes a very simple deck displays. So they're running over my team. My team is low. Let me push them away. You know. You're using blast to use blast. There's no purpose behind it. Problem is, look, all of this means when you were staying here, they all got stuck at the choke. You want to know why? Because you've been shooting rockets at the choke. They can't move. But what have you done is walk over here, which essentially let them to walk out of the choke. What you should have done, if you wanted to move, you could have moved here. When they try to walk out of the choke, you would still shoot at them. You let the people walk out of the choke for free. That's pretty much how you want to use your blast. I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of messed up. I think you got punched or slowed, but that's pretty much how you want to use your punch. High noon. Oh, I'm in danger. Let me use blast to run away. Or you could have pushed him out of the way as well.
Excellent teamwork. En route. Up and away.
Okay, so you pick. You see that he's not paying attention. You shoot and then you hide. If you hit him on a direct, why do you hide? If you just shoot one more time, he's dead. But instead, he decided to hide. So why the hiding? He didn't see you. You got the first shot in. And another one would have just killed him.
Kitsune guide you. Dispersing.
Don't understand the blast at all. You shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload. Where's the consistent shooting though?
Justice reigns from
Don't hate this. Good use of blast. You see, currently the problem is number one, filler, is that you're using your blasts for like no purpose. I mean, sometimes you do use it with a good purpose, but most of the time your blast doesn't really do anything for you. You just use it to use it. Number two, you have pretty low downtime. You are shooting enemies, but then you stop when team fights brewing out, and because you don't shoot, especially as Pharah, that you have tons of damage, enemies just run your team over. In short, this especially when you have downtime and you try to assassinate and catch people off guard, you see that they're not shooting. You hit the first direct and then you run away. But why run away if they don't see you? Just kill them.
greetings.
Let's move into more open space. Let's see what happens here.
I
Tater.
like how direct you are W coaching. Helps
Ta-
everyone in the long run.
Thank you so much for the 500 bits, man. I appreciate the kind words as well. This blast, what was it for? Boom, no reason. Here, it's the same thing. Filler, you see? Check this out. No one is looking at you. All you have to do is stay here and shoot. But instead, you just kind of run away. Yes, I know shirts are shooting at you, but she's pretty far away. You could have killed Diana, no problem. If one more shot probably would have killed Diana, but he left. You're too scared of dying. You're playing like you're too scared of dying. People don't look at you and you're like, oh, let me run away, even though they're not looking at you. Good. Ooh, very risky play. I would have loved for you to do the same thing from here. Would have loved for you to do the same thing for here. This is very risky. You just literally pushed in front of a cast. And the fact that he didn't kill you is kind of criminal. Again, using your blast for no reason. I would understand using your blast and then shooting the enemies, but then you go back to reloading. Here, they want to push to the choke, you don't let them. You spam, fuck this guy, you're not getting in. Easy work. I like this as well. Don't exactly understand the push here. But nice, good job. Disengage when Doomfist was pushing, really good. Okay, my game crashed. My game crashed, but what have you noticed, filler? Number one, you are playing like you're way too scared to die. And that leads to you having significantly lower damage than you should, which means that you have significantly lower kills than you should. That's the first thing. Okay? 1 second, guys. My game crashed, and I need to fix it. And to rejoin, I mean. The second thing is that you're using your blast with 1 second. For virtually no reason. And when you use it for no reason, there are plenty of opportunities to use your blast to either get away or push people in to get kills or push people into your direct rockets, which means more damage, more kills, more pressure, more forcing cooldown, etc. Advantages, in short. So I like the way you're playing. Don't be like when people are not looking at you, go to positions that people are not looking at you and shoot more frequently until they look at you. Only after they look at you, you need to disengage. Number two, just be more, what's the word I'm looking for? Be more purposeful with your blasts. Either to engage onto enemies that are running away, disengage, or move the enemy team into positions that you can just simply kill them when they're trying to run away. with the perk, it still works the same way, yeah? Like, if you just use it on enemies to give yourself an extra boost with the damage, and you push them into a position that you can't shoot them, it's counterintuitive to what you're trying to achieve anyways. Filler, you're still there with us, man? Blonde, that's still, thank you to 5 gifted. Let's move forward with this. Hero, rank, and... Okay. Hero, rank... Codes. Oh, dude, what am I, like, why is my thoughts drifting all the time? Plat 2 was Diamond 3, 2.9k damage, 8.2k healing, and 5.7k deaths. Now, the damage is very, 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 very low, unless you're playing Mercy or Life Weaver. Then I would say your damage is very high. But I'm assuming you're not playing Mercy or Life Weaver. What hero do you play? $5.7k, I mean 5.7 deaths. Ana, yeah. Damage is very, very low. I'll tell you right off the bat, you need to be doing way more damage if you want to carry games and win. Way more damage. But, you know, sometimes it's not, I mean, it is as simple as it sounds, but let me show you exactly where the missing value is.
Ready for battle.
Fred again. Here we go.
Sayek. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Positioning. Here, don't see enemies, can only heal. Here, can heal the same way, but can see enemies. That's the difference. See? Instead of positioning yourself where you can see enemies and teammates, you position yourself where you can see teammates only. Okay, you're moving. You're moving, but... not good at all. I'll explain. Here, you see enemies are moving forward. When enemies are moving forward towards you, you can't stay in the same position that you originally started with. This position was really good when the enemies were here or were here because you still are safe from them. But you see that the enemies are moving forward, but you're running towards them, and that's why you get caught and die. Also, used your sleep on the Rhino was okay because it would help protect your other support. But the nade was pretty much pointless because the Rhino was full HP and there was no one around to pull off and get a kill. So, no rotation. That's why you died. Okay. I'm standing here. Hanzo is shooting at me. What should I do? Blonded still. What should you do? Not peek? No? I mean, yes, but that's not the answer I was looking for. You have one more chance, Blonded. What do you think the answer to that question is? What should have you done here instead of just repicking the hands over and over again? That leads to nothing. Damage? You've been trying. Doesn't work. He gets healed every time. You just go over here. Why? Here, I cannot die, but can do damage. But you end up just hiding. Hiding. Hiding from who? Hiding for who? Healing full HP teammates. No damage. Here. Reinhardt is with a shield in front of my face. Do I want to be where Reinhardt is with a shield in front of my face? The answer is no. Where should I go? Over here. Boom. Shoot Soldier. Nade. Shoot Hanzo. Dare I say you could have even walked over here and naded the Juno and perhaps even kill her together with your Tracer. You're not positioning yourself to do damage whatsoever. You're way too close to a Reinhardt. I'm not sure I even got to this position. You see a Reinhardt moving towards you, you should need to run away. You can't be standing here. The fact that you live, I don't know why this guy didn't swing on you, just kill you. I don't know why I just fought you. You're way too close as well. Way too close. Okay, here, not way too close. Rush the nade. Some damage. Too late at this point. It's like your team is already getting destroyed and don't shoot them a single time. Okay, this was good. One more shot. Let's go. One more shoot. You have no business being... Okay, that's okay. Here, soldiers that rushed. Super rushed you, but you didn't even see the soldier. You didn't even see the soldier at all. You just threw the nade because you thought he would be there. Way too close. They like damage for the fight, but they're moving towards you and they're not moving away.
My ultimate is all. You're powered up. Get in there.
Blonded, why are you moving towards your Reinhardt is moving towards you? You see, like, Ryan is moving towards you. What are you doing? Running towards him. No, when a Ryan is moving towards you, you back out away from him, not run towards him. That is exactly why.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Okay, see what happens when you do damage. See what happens when you do damage. This guy gets fucked. Hiding from who? Hiding from who? Let's keep shooting. Let's keep shooting. Kiriko is not in danger. She's alright. She's critical, but there's a health pack and she's safe. You should have been over here shooting these guys.
I have you. Keep fighting.
Can't see enemies from here. Not comfortable position. What do? Move somewhere that is comfortable. Where would that be? Probably here. Here I can sleep. Here I can shoot. Here I can nade. And here they probably don't kill. Healing, healing, healing. Where's the damage, though? They're looking for the damage. All of your nades, by the way, all of your nades, besides one, I think, were exclusively on the enemy tank. And the problem with nading the enemy tank is that he doesn't die when he's full HP. That's the problem. If you want to nade the enemy tank, you have to make sure that he's killable by shooting at him first. The thing that your team is shooting at him first. So you haven't moved from this position for the past 30 seconds. You barely did any damage. The nade on the Ryan was okay. They got you value, but not as much value as you could have had. So right now, what are we noticing, Blonded? Number one, you simply don't do enough damage. Now, why that is? Because you never position yourself to see the enemies. You're just hiding from the enemies, right? So there's lack of rotations. And the second problem, and this bad positioning is a very, very general term. Positioning doesn't mean anything for the average foe. Specifically, in positioning, you have a problem that you stay in the same position for too long. You always want to be in a position where you can see enemies and shoot them, right? That doesn't mean that you're not in a position to heal. You should able to position yourself to shoot the enemies while still being able to move somewhere within a second to heal your teammates if you need to. Okay, you need to position yourself where you can see enemies, so you can shoot them. That's the first thing. Number two, the problem with your positioning is that you have your distance management is lacking. You stand way too close to the enemies when they're moving towards you, which correlates to rotations. If a Reinhardt is here and is moving here, you don't stay here. No, you move away from him. You want to keep your distance. So what you want to do is that you want to constantly be in a position where you can see the enemy, so you can shoot them, sleep them, and nade them in the middle of the fight. Number two, when the enemies are now moving towards you, you leave that position and you move somewhere else. Why? Because you want to keep your distance away from the enemies that can kill you. Now, I want to play out another couple of fights so you can see that this is exactly the case. Here, no position to see the enemies, no position to shoot the enemies. Instead of jumping to the middle of the point, you could have just rotated over here, and now you have perfect availability to heal your team and shoot the enemies. Simply staying in the same position. Ryan is moving towards you, you're standing still, and that's why you will probably die if they were slightly good. Ryan looked at you, took 2 steps forward you, and you just stood still. And again, you started doing a little bit of damage, but all of a sudden, no more damage anymore. And that's why your team just gets destroyed. Enemies are moving towards you, you're standing still. You can see that, right, Blondie? You see that? Here. Can't really see enemies. Can't see really, like, you here. Hiding. Over here, here we go. Shoot the Ryan. Shoot the Reaper. And if they move towards you, keep your distance.
Getting drowsy. Tango down.
Okay, this I kind of like this. I like this. At the very least, you're aggressive. But the problem here is that there's no problem with playing how you played here. But your team had to go in with a nano blade and create so much space for you and be so aggressive to the point that you can't lose the fight for you to be aggressive. The idea is to create. You want to do damage to create an advantage so you can win team fights that are not favorable for you to win necessarily. But you only go in when the enemies are crumbling. Okay? So Blonded, number 1, rotations. Always move where you can see the enemies so you can shoot them. Number 2, make sure that when the enemies get close to you, you keep your distance away from them. You need to constantly switch your position. No enemies, I go somewhere I can see enemies. Enemies moving towards me, I move away from enemies. And that is pretty much what you should work on if you'd like to rank up. And the guys who got voted, if you guys are interested to continue your ranking up journey and get more VOD review, more live coaching, more consistent feedback, and make sure that you are implementing the things that we have talked about, shoot me a DM on Discord, guys, or join Rank Up Academy through rankupacademy.gg. I'm happy to help, London. All right. Taste the Rambo. Your next man. Hero, code, and rank. Lucio Plat 1, a bit below my usual skill, but I think this shows my bad habits. Okay. Let's do it. Guys, these are gonna be the last 2 VOD reviews for today. I don't feel very good, and I need to take a rest after this.
Ready for battle.
Alright, I'm gonna wait.
Ready for battle. 2, 1. Escort the payload.
He's stuck in ads, I know. We'll be waiting. We'll be waiting until he comes back. Akar, I'm feeling terrible. Can I skip gym tomorrow? Just one day? Well, if you feel terrible, you can skip the gym, man. Yeah. It's okay to skip the gym if there's a legit reason for it. The problem is when you convince yourself to have a reason to skip the gym. That's the problem. Ads done. Okay, welcome back. Let's get to it. Man. Not sure why you decide to use speed from spawn here. Speed from spawn is when maps are symmetrical, which means that it's only in cost, push, or flashpoint. You want to speed from spawn. You don't want to speed from spawn from these type of maps because here, for example, if the enemies would be here, you might need your speed in 5 seconds. Therefore, that's why you don't want to use that out of spawn because it gives you no advantage. Speeding out of spawn in this type of maps gives you literally no advantage on escort or anything like that. You're doing a lot of wall riding for 15 seconds, but you're not shooting. I mean, you weren't here for a beginning. All you had to do was simply shoot. As you can see, when your Ryan is going in, you want to try and follow up, right? If you see that your Ryan is trying to take space, help him take space. Here, for example, right? What you could have done is speed him into the Sigma. When he took some damage, you could have used your amp to heal him as well while you're swinging on the Sigma. Let's see what you end up doing. Very, very, very late. Your amp doesn't reach him for like a second and a half. And instead of wall riding, you should have shot. It's like for you, it's either you wall ride or you shoot. They don't coexist, which is a big problem. don't understand the purpose. Can you explain to me what is the purpose of these wall rides? What is it? Why do you wall ride here? Do you wall ride just to wall ride? What's the purpose of this wall ride here? You're trying to get into a better position while wait for tank. What would be a better position here? What would be a better position here? Like here. Here. What would be a better position here? All we have to do is just either stand here and shoot, or just AFK. I mean, shooting is always better than being AFK. You could have just stood here and shot. The wall riding kind of pointless. Almost got you killed because you messed it up, but doesn't matter. Whatever. Here, your Ryan is critical HP. Do you think it's a good time to speed your critical HP tank? To speed him in? Or would you say that you should probably let him sustain, get healed, and then speed in? Also, why are you playing so far back? Also, I don't see you shooting exactly. You're like jumping, wall riding, but where is the shooting? Where is the shooting? Why aren't you shooting the enemies? Well, you're jumping above the shield to do what? To shoot, right? But you're not shooting. So right off the bat, I could, number one, the 2 amps that you have used, the 3 amps that you have used were either purposeless, too late, or too late, or simply not the right one, not the right time, or rather too early, should I say? And number 2, you simply don't shoot. Here, all you gotta do is chill. All you gotta do is chill. You don't need to do anything. You gotta chill. Make sure everyone is healed up. After he's healed up, all you got. Is the queue still open? No, I'm done after this because I don't feel well. Okay. Rambo, can you explain to me briefly in the chat what is the purpose of your amp? What do you need to do with your amp? Very simple terms. Very simple. Like, use simple language. Either boost in or out, heal impossible. Exactly. So when the tank has the opportunity to go in and capitalize on the enemies, and you speed him in so he can get the kills, right? Capitalize on the enemies, I mean, they're low HP, they have no cooldowns, etc., right? And number 2 is like, if they're running him over, you can speed him out so he gets out safely. And the amp is pretty straightforward. My team is low, I used amp, let me amp to give them heals. So right now, not a single amp was useful because the tank was low to go in and you forced him to go in. And the amp heals was pretty late. So they ended up dying or just forced to go back. And also you don't shoot. I noticed it's by strat by defense. Okay, so on defense you're saying that your amps are gonna be good and you're gonna be doing damage. Just so I'm to make sure. What the fuck? I see a lot of wall riding. What is the purpose of that amp? Rambo, what is the purpose of that amp? Does he need to go out? Does he need to go in? Is he in danger? Trying to get the tank out of Bastion? He was in wrong coverage. He was fine. He was here. All he had to do is take 2 steps to the right, which he did. The amp didn't really do anything. Didn't really help him at all. And now when they have no cooldown and no turret form, this would be a great opportunity for you to speed in. Because if you speed in, this guy probably dies. And also this guy probably dies. You see the problem with using your amp with with no purpose behind it? You have to understand that your amp is your most important cooldown. That's why it's your longest one. And you have to make sure that you're using it correctly with a purpose. Well, what is the purpose? Get kills, not die. You're using your amp not to get kills and not to not die. You might think you are, but you can see that it doesn't really do it. And also, Rambo, I'm asking you again, why aren't you shooting? Like, you shoot, and then wall ride. Like, what this? Why did you decide to walk to the car and decide to wall ride? Explain this jump to me. Because this happens super frequently. Can you explain why did you jump onto the car here? When the enemies were just behind this wall. You want to know why? Actually, let me save it. Let me tell you why. Because you're addicted to wall riding, bro. You have an addiction. You're addicted to wall riding. But the problem is that when you're wall riding, you're not shooting. I don't hate the idea of you wall riding. Yes, it's fun. It's great. Great. But you need to shoot while you're wall riding. The problem is that you spend a lot of time wall riding, but not shooting. That's the problem that I have. Here, why aren't you shooting? Why are you looking at the floor? Does your amp do anything if you look at the floor? If you look at the team? Why aren't you shooting? Rambo. Why do you think you're not shooting, man? Just generally asking you. It's not a rhetorical question, but why aren't you shooting? Why are you not shooting? Why in the past 5 seconds you have an area here? From this point, you could have started shooting. From this point, all you have to do, turn around, the enemies, shoot. Let's see when the next time that you shoot is. You started 31, could have started shooting. Ten seconds, no shooting. Well, I'll give you that the amp here is actually pretty useful. Almost 20 seconds of not shooting, Rambo. Like, how are you? What is your plan to winning here? Like, how do you plan to win on Lucio when you don't shoot? How do you plan to win on Lucio if you don't shoot? Like, how do you think you're gonna carry this Lucio? By using your amp on heals when enemies get low? Do you think that's how you carry on Lucio? Of course not. You need to do damage, apply pressure, and inevitably get kills. So the two things that you have to mostly work on is, number one, just literally every second that you exist, shoot the enemies. Shoot the enemies. Like, who, what, doesn't matter. The who, of course, there's better target priority, but you don't even shoot to the point that I can tell you who's a better target to shoot. The first step is shooting, and then the second step is, let me tell you who to shoot, so you can start winning more games. Number two, your amps need to have a purpose. What is the purpose of amps? Get in when enemies are low, or simply cannot defend against you, aka no cooldowns. Or number two, we have no cooldowns, we are low, let's use your amp to get out and potentially. And if the fight is kind of like equal, and they use cooldowns, we use cooldowns, we'll simply use your amp for heals. And that is your way out of plat, man. That is your way out of plat. That is your only way, rather, should I say, out of plat. Whoever, like, I'll be brutally arrogant here, but I promise you this advice will work for you. If anybody gives you any type of advice that is not what I have given you, it's going to be a detriment to your ranking up journey on Lucio. Because I can't see any other advice that would be correct here. Literally. Hey, Zozo, good to see you here, man. All right? You got this, Rambo, man. You got this. I believe in you, bro. You there? I hope you didn't get discouraged, man. It was I know I can sound passionate at times, but I'm here for you, dude. XP Gym. Ready? You can send me a code, hero, and rank. And also, I need to know that everything's okay, Rambo. I hope to know everything's okay, man. Would this map be decent enough to push? Since I played 2 safe towers, do I need to be more aggressive? Rambo, the problem is not with the map. The problem is how you fundamentally play. Do you think that in other maps you shoot and not wall ride? You know? No, the answer is no. You don't shoot and wall ride, because if you would, you wouldn't be It's plant. You would be a lot higher. That's the thing. Do I think that Lucio is amazing in Circle Royale? Not amazing, but yeah, most definitely you can. Yeah. All right, let's go. David 5 on Ana Expedition. Struggle with second, third round. Okay, so we're gonna start right off the second and third round. Let's do it. Rambo, if you would like to test my advice, I promise you, pick out any other VOD, no matter what VOD, and you will see the same mistake. You wall ride for no reason and not shoot and use your amps most of the time. I'm not saying every time. Not saying every time, but most of the time you don't shoot when you can. And you're using your amps without any purpose. Promise you. You're free to fact check me on that.
5.
Hero deal. Okay, let's move. Should have taken TP. I like everything that you did here. I mean, you should have taken TP. You're here, you're nading. The problem is that you rushed the nade. This nade should have not missed. You should have walked here and given yourself a little bit of half a second to make sure you hit. This is a nade that should be impossible to miss if you just line it up. I like that you went aggressive, tried a nade, tried to damage right off the bat. I like this. Here, you're standing here. You see that the enemies are moving towards you. Are you still in that position, Pigeon? If you see the enemies are moving towards you, do you still keep that position, you think? Or do you think you should back out a little bit? I need to rotate. You need to keep your distance. So what you should have done is simple. You see the Rhine moving towards you? Just move back a little bit here. You move exactly as far back as they move forward. You understand? This is the Reinhardt. This is you. If Reinhardt moves towards you and you don't move, you're dead. If a Reinhardt moves towards you and you move towards him, you're dead. If a Reinhardt moves towards you 3 steps, you take 3 steps back, means you're not dead. Let's see what happens. I have a problem with control map with distance. A lot of people have that problem because they're naturally smaller maps. Okay. I don't hate it, but I think that if you went over here, for example, you could have created a nice angle in the Ana. And you could have utilized your nade in a better way. Filler, it's one per person, bro. And I said that the queue is over because I feel really, really sick. So I have to leave after. It's one per person, man. Can I give you a refund on those somehow? I can give you a refund on those. How do I give you a refund on those? I like the damage. It was for someone else. Oh, for someone else, you can do it. So I'll tell you what, Filler. I'll tell you what. Next stream, which is very likely tomorrow, depends on how I feel. We'll just do the review. Okay? Is that fair? What is the problem here that we're having right now? Pigeon. Or you know what? A question for everybody else. What is the problem with here? Here. What is the problem here? Passive? I wouldn't say you're passive. You're actually peeking the enemies here. I think that you're peeking enemies here. Too close? Not really. It's not really in danger of dying. No, off angle. I think he could have done. Yeah, I think could have been here, for example. Yeah, that would have been better. But you know, sure. Guys, none of you are managing to answer the question correctly. The problem is that his damage it's purposeless. He's just no-scoping into a Rhine shield when he should just simply scope. If he scopes, here, this guy's available, this guy's available, this guy's available. All he has to do is scope instead of randomly jumping and shooting no scopes. Like, what's the plan of hitting the no scopes from far away here? Not likely to hit. Here, he's trying to scope. Here we go. You see? Nade. Again. Kind of like, should have... If you waited half a second, you realize, I don't need to nade there. Why? Because if you naded the Reaper, you would have probably died. Okay, it seems like you're managing your distance well, but you're still standing behind your team the entire time. Not a single time you try to create a single. Look, if you go here, what happens? Ana is available, Ryan is available. You can make the case, but can they push me? Well, the answer is yes, they can, but then you just run away. And you split their attention as well. Should you always be damaging on Ana? Yes, absolutely. Here, Reaper moving towards you. You try to distance, but if he was slightly better, you might have died. But it seems like you have overall you're pretty okay with distance. Doesn't seem like it's a big issue. The issue is that in this entire round, you know, now like you're probably gonna be yeah. In this entire round, who did you shoot besides this Reaper one time here? Who did you shoot besides enemy Reinhardt? Who did you shoot besides enemy Reinhardt? I think there was one time that you shot Diana one time with a scope, and now the Reaper. But outside of that, what are you shooting? Like, when did you shoot not the Reinhardt? Now, the question is rather, it's not like, yeah, that's a statement. But the question is, why do you think you didn't shoot at anybody but the Reinhardt, Pichio? Why do you think that is? Didn't took an off angle, correct. The reason why you're shooting at the Reinhardt all the time, mostly his shield, is because you just are in front of him and his shield all the time. But if you see that the Reinhardt here with his shield open, it's like, why am I even here? Let me go here. Let me bypass this shield to shoot the people that are behind the shield. Understand? There's not a single instance in the round where he took an off angle at all. Which means no value, like not great value out of your damage, nades. Here, instead of being here like, you know what? Why not here? Look at the Symmetra is trying it. You should have tried it. And if you see there's nobody here, there's nothing preventing you from taking this angle. Are you going to play rank today? No, that's my last spot of you. I haven't been feeling pretty well, so I'd rather rest. Yeah, this is Diamond 5. Ryan. Now, I'm not saying it didn't work. It did work, but your team already killed 2 of their teammates before you even managed to do anything against Ryan. Didn't have to use nade on your tank, but I understand why you did that. So I'm not gonna hold it against you too much. Here, again, Ryan shield from my face. I mean, I like that you're shooting the Reaper. But if you see that the Ryan is moving here, it's like, let me bypass the shield. But on the other hand, if he's moving here, now this position is open, so you can stay here and shoot. Which seems like what you're doing. Let's see. Nice. This I really like. Should have kept shooting. Why'd you let them have it? Don't nade the hazard. Why? It was okay. There's Juno. Everything is okay. If you nade the enemies here, they just die. But again, sitting behind your team. Are you noticing, Pigeon? Just sitting behind the team, sitting behind the team. Sitting behind the team, sitting behind the team. And shoot anybody but the tank. See, again, always main. Your positioning this entire run has been this. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Not a single time. Right side. Left side. Dare I say even flank here. Dare I say. Don't tell me you end up losing it. No, you don't lose here. Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened? Walk outside. No reason to nade here. No one is nearby, so you throw a nade. There's no one nearby. The fight is gonna start in 5 seconds. You throw your nade. Why? I mean, I wouldn't hate it if you did it when the enemies were here, when the fight would not happen in the next 10 seconds. But you see the enemies are close and there's no follow-up on a nade. You should have just waited. And also, you nade a full HP tank. That doesn't really do anything. There's no one to shoot him, no one to do anything. Instead of being main here, here's your... Imagine if you were here. When the entire enemy team is focused on these guys here and these guys there, you would have just been chilling here. You could have easily out-rotated that position. Look at that. If you can hold this position, it's free win. Reinhardt. Look, Junkrat is jumping here in open space. He's almost begging for you to kill him. Look, this is free kill, by the way. If he does, this is a free kill, by the way. But yet you're choosing to shoot at Reinhardt. Here, this Rein charges in. Who cares about him? Over here, boom. Shoot nade, you're dead. Okay, so Pigeon, what have you learned today is that you simply are standing behind your team and down main every single time. And what the problem with that is that you might not die a lot and you might feel like you're doing a lot of damage, but the problem is that most of your damage is going to be on an enemy tank that is not going to die. You want to find damage on things that will die, which are DPS and supports. I'm not saying you should never shoot a tank, but ideally you want to be in a position that you don't have to shoot a tank all the time. So if you don't off angle, it's going to be very difficult for you to get kills. Most of your nades and most of your sleeps are going to go on the enemy tank, which means less likelihood to kill the enemies with nades and sleeps and damage. So please stop hugging your team from behind, start creating off angles, and all of a sudden you'll see that your nades get tons of value, your sleeps gets tons of value, your damage gets tons of value. Okay, Pigeon, you keep kicking ass, man. I think you have massive potential. I actually think you'll be able to hit masters with just a little bit of off angling. When it's a good time to off angle for you, every time. But honestly, when a team fight starts, as soon as the team fight begins, you should be on an off angle. As soon as the team fight starts. Ana is so good, so fun to play. Yes, Ana is really, really fun to play. If you were a Moira and Zen main, who would you choose to play or the other? Like maps and comps. Don't care about map, don't care about comp. I would play Zen like almost 100% of the time. All right, guys. Philo, remind me to do the do the VOD review next stream. Please don't forget. Because I don't want your 5 subs to go to waste. And I appreciate you guys watching me. I wish you a great day, great night. If you're interested in getting coached, not only VOD review, also live coaching, VOD reviews, assignments, Rank Up Academy, rankupacademy.gg. Check up our website. Look what the people say about us. Or you can just shoot me a DM on Discord. I'll give you the details. You have a lovely rest of the day, lovely rest of the night. Take care. Don't do stupid things and go to the gym or go for a run. Peace out.